Factsverse presents 20 Worst Police Sketch Artists Ever. Number 1. Pretty close. The sketch artist who drew this man did a pretty good job, however, the sketch looks more like a Super Mario character than the actual man who committed a crime. The sketch artist can't take all the credit for the sketch, however. The witness who helped with the sketch got most of the details right as well. Number 2. Violating a woman jogger. If this is an exact sketch of a man who was wanted for making lewd comments and gestures to a female jogger, he is a very strange-looking young man. Although he has thick eyebrows, he has very feminine features. The reason that the suspect was never caught could be that the photo is far from accurate. Number 3. Wanted in Delaware. This is a very strange sketch. This man was wanted in Maine, and he has a very strange fashion sense. It's hard to tell whether he's wearing a scarf or a turtleneck. Either way, it's difficult for the police to find a suspect when you only have a sketch from the nose up. Number 4. BBC Crime Watch. In the 90s, there was a show on BBC called Crime Watch. It's similar to America's Most Wanted. They created video sketches of suspects that the police were looking for at the time. The man in this sketch doesn't look like the type who would pull off the crime. His forehead is larger than his entire face. Number 5. Joseph Weir. Joseph Weir committed a bank robbery. Since he wasn't wearing a mask, the witnesses got a pretty good look at him so the police could create a sketch to find him. He was arrested, but based on this sketch, it's highly unlikely that it broke the case. The man in this sketch looks nothing like the man in the photo who was arrested. Those teeth are just weird. Number 6. Battery Suspect. This is one of the strangest police sketches ever made. The man in this photo looks tired and relaxed. How could this be the same man who committed battery? If this is what he looked like during the attack, it couldn't have been too serious. Most people who are committing battery are angry and out of control. This man looks like he's ready for a nap. The Mount Prospect police are likely still looking for the wrong person. Number 7. Suspected car thief. The man in this sketch is wanted for stealing a car. If he gets away with it, based on the sketch, he has a real future starring in shampoo commercials. The sketch artist spent more time making the suspect's hair look great than he did getting the face right. So far, this car thief is still on the loose and probably looking amazing in the mirror with that hair. Number 8. Wanted in Gloucestershire. The man in this photo is wanted in Gloucestershire. The sketch artist used computer software to create the photo. He must have forgotten to add the hair because it looks as though it was drawn with crayon by a 5-year-old. It looks like the man's wearing a very cheap wig. Number 9. Wanted for murder. By the look of his hair, he must have gotten electrocuted while he committed the crime. Why else would someone's hair look like this? There's no word as to whether or not the man was ever captured, but with a hairdo like that, he couldn't have been all that hard to find. Number 10. Wanted for hit and run in Japan. The sketch artist working for the Japanese police must have been out sick the day this sketch was created. Since there wasn't an artist available, the police used a Nintendo Mii avatar to find the person they were looking for. Next, they went online and copied an image of a vehicle from the internet to help find the man's car. Unless the crime was committed in the Nintendo world, the chances of this man being found are probably slim, or none. Number 11. Wanted in Missouri. The man in this sketch was wanted for a robbery in Missouri. The photo is frightening. If this is what the guy actually looks like, the poor witnesses must have been scarred for life. Whether he was committing a crime or not, this is not somebody you want to have a run-in with. Number 12. Wanted in Woodbridge, Virginia. The sketch of this suspect is extremely feminine. He has very delicate features, which would lead one to believe that this was a woman dressed like a man to prevent people from identifying her. When the man was finally caught, you can see that he is not feminine-looking at all. He doesn't have perfectly manicured eyebrows or long curly hair. It's highly unlikely that this police sketch was what solved the crime. Number 13. Wanted by Strathclyde Police. The man in this photo was wanted by the Strathclyde Police, but the sketch artist left out one very important detail – the guy's eyes. It's hard to believe the witness was able to see everything but the suspect's eyes. Most sketch artists will get the features as close as possible. They won't leave out such an important feature. The lack of eyes in this photo makes the picture one of the 20 worst police sketch artists ever. Number 14. Wanted by South Wales Police. The man in this photo is wanted by the South Wales Police. Unfortunately, this photo lacks the information necessary to make an arrest. Millions of people own hats like this, and the tip of his nose and his lips can't possibly give the police the necessary information. Number 15. Glenn Rundles. Glenn Rundles was arrested in Texas for aggravated robbery. The witnesses to the crime helped a sketch artist create a photo in hopes of finding this man. Unfortunately, the sketch and the real photo are very different. If this man was arrested, it was not due to this awful sketch. Number 16. The cartoon is guilty. Come on, the sketch looks like a cartoon, doesn't it? If there is really a man out there who looks like this, he can't be all that hard to find. This is one of the strangest-looking men in the world, if he's real. He can't hide for long looking like that. Number 17. Wanted for murder in Bolivia. It's hard to believe, but this sketch is actually responsible for the man being captured. Even though it looks like something drawn by an 8-year-old, someone actually recognized this man, which made it possible for the police to make an arrest. Despite the fact that this sketch is so bad, the Bolivian police got the guy. I'm going to say they were lucky. Number 18. Wanted. Ninja. Since most people don't walk around wearing ninja masks, it might be difficult to capture this man. Since all of the information on hand was of the man's eyes, chances are he's still on the loose. Number 19. Wanted in Thailand. This is one of the most ridiculous police sketches of all time. The police in Thailand wasted time and resources bringing in a sketch artist just to create a sketch of a man wearing a helmet. There's absolutely no way this bank robber is going to be found based on this sketch. Number 20. Wanted by the Hampshire Police. The Hampshire Police used computer software to create the sketch of this suspect. The man was supposed to be blonde, and the police department blamed a technical issue for his hair resembling a head of lettuce. And a bonus photo for you. Wanted in the Madeleine McCann case. A DVD shop owner claimed to have gotten a good look at the suspect in the Madeleine McCann case. The police brought in a sketch artist hoping to get the information they needed to make an arrest. Unfortunately, the shop owner didn't get as good of a look as he kind of made it out to be. The shop owner told the police that the suspect looked like an egg with a side part. Finding the suspect based on this sketch would be, of course, impossible. Subscribe for more.